Hello，大家晚上好。I hope that everyone had a dinner and wonderful dinner with the family members and taking your health, taking care of your families, especially your kids, adults, people, and also to your parents. Okay. And for myself, I don't have a camera crew with me, so I just use a Huawei phone to take the video, and I hope that I can convey some message to all my friends that follow me. Although I don't have a lot of followers, I don't have fans, I don't want to become a public figure to anyone. Okay, but after that, I look at one of the good sharing from Mr. Dan Look, and it's good sharing that I do understand that the financial crisis after this outbreak of the corona or COVID-19 and majority of impact to the business operations and certain entrepreneurs, including the world economy. The only thing what we believe is that somebody need to step out as a leadership. Yeah, maybe it's your boss, or maybe it's your husband, or maybe yourself. Okay, as a woman entrepreneur, you have to step out and have to make yourself to be awareness on what will be the next action plan you have to do. Well, now we are like hibernate ourselves at home, right? Although we are not sleeping every day, and we have an interval for the cooking, and maybe some of you liked to look at the movie. Okay, but to me it's very simple. We have to learn. Use the new way to learn. Why? Economy right now is not the job economy anymore. Yeah, if you own a job, you have to depend on the company, you have to depend on the operation, you have to depend on your boss who's going to pay you. The economy right now is so-called skill economy. Okay, that means what skill you have. You can become the free agents, freelancer, or you can become your own boss. You can have the good maybe skill in the internet, marketing. Yeah, you can boost the market. If you have any good idea, you can share. Well, now you're waiting for government to declare whether we can come out or not, right? So a lot of impact has been affect each of the family in Asia Pacific and worldwide, and also Malaysia. Especially you have operations of hotel industry, travel agency, and some other retail business. Just look at China, what happened during the year of 1997, whereby they take over Hong Kong. Is it caused the financial crisis? That time actually I lost few million of my share market. It's really a financial crisis. I was a boss, a very young boss. During that time I was just 27, and I own a company, and my income per month just for myself is about 180,000. Okay, that time, alright, that time, and just an enterprise company. But unfortunately, so-called that pool of money I pump into the share market, and the crisis gone, everything gone. Although I was from a rich family, yeah, that nothing to do with me. Okay, some people they like to share how poor they are. They have been so bankrupt. They've been so from a poor family. They've been raised by a poor father. That kind of thing. They want to motivate themselves. Then they become rich one day. To me, it's totally different. I was from the rich family, okay, but nothing impact me. My family is my family. My family business nothing to do with me. So I have my own missions and visions that I want to take care of my own business, and I do have many clubs and also association with me. Right now, I have to maintain the momentums to make sure I have a team of committee to support my club. And due to this, I've been seeing a lot of people, they suffer because they out of cash flow, right? Cash flow is very important. If you don't have cash flow, how are you going to survive? You're waiting for someone to spoon feed you. Some people, they don't have money at all. But so luckily they have a credit card, I can show you a credit card later on. if you have a credit card, that means you need to have a credibility. Okay, like I have a good friend of mine, his name is Sean, and Sean is having this 银行不可公开的秘密, okay, and he was from a bank, I was from a bank also, alright, and now, what does it mean? If you have a credit card, definitely you can use it, but what will be the repayment term and condition? Are you afford to pay it back on time before the interest going to impact you for the next month? Just think about that, okay? If you don't have money, control your spend. This is a very important clause, okay? I was from the bank, HSBC Data Processing Call Center for Taiwan call center, whereby we manage the credit card call center for Taiwanese. The whole Taiwan call center, the entry is located at the Cyberjaya. That time was about 2007. Okay, I was the only one manager. They recruit me to manage the entire call center for Taiwanese. So I know exactly how the impact during the crisis you keep on doing or using your credit cards without the control limit. So sometimes we have to do certain, sales awareness of your budget. Imagine that you have 20,000 on hand. It's a cash flow, but you spend your credit cards more than 50,000. So what does it mean? Are you going to use the 20,000 to pay your credit card? I don't think so. You're going to think about where is a good investment program for you. So some people, they step into the wrong program, which is like money game or MLM or illegal stuff, that kind of thing. So they invest the money, they thought that they can use that money to repay the credit card, but it never happened. Okay, then become the kind of borrow, and this borrow skill in the Chinese community is quite famous also. Okay, 你向 A 借钱，不然的话你就向谁借钱 right? After that, you told that person that not to worry, I'm going to pay you back. Then you get the B person to pay back the A person. Then you owe the B person. This is what happened. So my advice to you all is that during this self-isolation, what you're going to do right now is very simple. Keep learning the new skill. Okay, like what I have a very good partner right now. She's young. And she's doing the sublet of the so-called the apartment condo, which is a very good skill. She would like to develop on that, so maybe I'm going to help her because it's a good idea of a sublet. Imagine why today I have a funding, let's say, why I do not advise people to do the trading of a ship or buying the ship or yacht. Why? Instead of I propose people to rent or charter the yacht. Because you need to maintain the operating expenses, OPEX. Imagine, if you do not know how to calculate your cash flow from 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, you do not see the risk. If you're going to operate on that, eventually you're going to use up your money if you cannot create wealth. Sometimes people will say that, some people is very rich, they can pay me Chanel, they can pay me Gucci, they can pay me 100,000 per month, Then come on, who are they? What are they doing? Are they doing your business or they are doing illegal stuff? If they are doing illegal stuff, 我不觉得很光荣, because they spend the money from others. Maybe it's a lottery, scam, whatever. Is it advisable for the person to be like that? I don't think so. Even economy in the worldwide is doing that. Okay, so for us, we are the subject matter expert. I'm not good in a speech. Okay, but in terms of to do a due diligence, to be a better person, better entrepreneurs, there's a certain A, B, C, D step that we have to do. Like Sean's, this book is very good, When I look at that, that are the subject matter expert, like we need to have number one, in Mandarin, okay, 特许秘书, like a secretary, okay. Number two, 特许会计师, accountant. Number three, 税务专业师 taxations, okay. Number four, you need a banker, 银行家. Number five, 企业律师, you need to have a corporate lawyer. Number six, 产业规划师, okay, you need to have some, this strategic planning of your investment, or maybe property, or maybe some other, goods to help your company, or maybe your corporate to be a better shape. And 企业保险师, yes, this is the one. You see that each bank, even Bank Negara, they have a policy. Okay, even in the bank, they have so-called the insurance to cover you. So during a crisis, it's not to ask you to buy insurance, but it's to protect you. That's why insurance? Insurance is your backup plan in case anything happened to you, sickness, injury. Then, just in case you don't have cash flow, something happened to you, you do not want to impact to your family. Maybe your family depends on you. You're out of job right now. Anything happened to you, you're gone because government will not going to sponsor your money. But they may help you in terms of certain criteria, like you can go to a government hospital, general hospital. Okay, you can take the medicine if you're sick, that kind of thing. You do not need to always go to luxury specialists. All these doctors going to kill you in terms of stupid money. They just need your money. Okay, whether they're going to help you to solve your personal or health issue, that's another story. But my point is very simple. 如果你的资金不到位，如果你的钱不到位， control the budget, control your spending, and you do whatever afford, okay? And you cannot rely on anyone. This is very important, okay? Now, we have no time to waste right now, so like just now I did share with you. Now the trending in this era is no longer job economy. Imagine coronavirus going to impact you 3 months, 4 months, 6 months. Why the Bank Negara actually they allow you to waive this so-called the credit or maybe your loans repayment up to 6 months. It's a contingency plan for the banking and for yourself to help us in case anything happens between the period of 90 days to 180 days, right? That's why they propose a plan for you. Yeah, they try to cover and help the citizenship of the Malaysians or Malaysians. Okay, so you need to develop your skill economy. What do you mean by skill? Your own skill. Some ladies, they are quite beautiful, they are sexy, they can just open like that. Wow, they have this big, small, and they can just put in the social media or especially Instagram. Then a lot of fans are going to follow them. Then a lot of these so-called sangjia, okay, they're going to approach them. Can you help us to promote our products? Then they can get paid. Very simple, by looking. And some people actually they just doing this so-called minor surgery, that kind of thing. You see, I am 49 years old. Although I have a black this so-called spot here, but I still maintain my stamina. I maintain my healthy mindset. Okay, I am not rich enough compared to those so-called successful entrepreneur. But in our life is that you have to face the impact. Okay, you need to know the truth of the economy, and you need to know your level. If your level is like this, for instance, you have to improve it, not to say you cannot. No one will going to look down at you at all. You have to improve, adjust your bar to here and sustain here. After that, you move again to another part. Then you're going to achieve your goal. You're going to achieve your result. And you cannot depend on anyone to spoon feed you salary. Okay, that is the reason why last time I was at down before I joined HSBC or other bank like OCBC as a vice president, that kind of thing. So what I'm going to tell you is that I was paid before. The salary range is fixed. 10,000 is 10,000, 15,000 is 15,000, unless you do OT. If there's no OT, no OT. You don't have extra money, you cannot do part-time also. So whatever job economy, they require your own time. Okay, they pay you, but you have to sacrifice your time. You have to repay back. So that amount of money and your amount of time, you stuck there. If crisis happen, you lost your job. What next? You find another job? Is it possible? Will the salary the same or higher or lower? So it's a time for you to just look at the good way from how our club or community is doing right now. We are World Chinese Entrepreneur and Investor Club, and we are helping small, medium enterprise, including subject matter SME. So it's a SME plus SME, okay? Small, medium enterprise plus subject matter expert. We all combine together to form the community to help people to understand what is the internet marketing. Okay, and this internet marketing will going to help you to understand the future trending. Do you still need to have a lot of outlet or shop? Just imagine China right now. They are just scanned QR code. They can pay everything. The hotel is automated. Okay, even you go to public transport, it's all QR code. Just look at Malaysia right now. It's not to say Malaysia not good. It's improving. Okay, but the technology replaced everything, including your job right now. Trust me. So I've been retired for 3 years. None of my friends knowing that what I'm doing. Actually, it's very simple. I am just owning a few business channel, diversified, and get paid in terms of return of investment. Although it's not big, I pay my own tax. And as a good entrepreneur, you have to pay tax. Okay, don't assume that you are so good in scam, you are good in money games, and you try to get a stupid award, honesty award, that kind of thing. Bullshit. Okay, you need to train your mind to be a better person and to help others to improve their life. Okay, and that's my sharing. And if you have times, I hope that you can support WCI and support the good mentor in the social media. Especially there are few that I can propose to you. Okay, if you love my talk, you can click below. There's a link for you to go to our page of WCI, and I will update whatever business entrepreneur sharing the positive of the economic trending. You have to maintain your stamina. You have to maintain your momentum to think positiveness. Okay, so if this market is in a positive shape, you will become a positive person. If a negative person or negative market impact you, you will definitely become a negative person. So before we think negatively, the best is that you have to think positive to help others. Okay, in this world, there is a balance. Got positive, got negative, but always think yourself in a positive. During the crisis, during this COVID-19, we have to stay at home, and if you are parents, you have to educate your children like how I do. Okay, cheers, good night.